Welcome, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom across the world, wherever you are watching this program from. I welcome you and I appreciate you for being part of this very platform. Please, if you have not subscribed on this channel, kindly subscribe, like and share the program to other platforms. Make sure you click your notification bell so that you'll be notified each time we upload a video. You will be among the first to receive it. In this platform, you know what we do. We do not preach hate speech. We do not instigate violence. The only thing we do here is to preach freedom, to encourage the Biafran people, to speak to the world and tell the world the true situation of things in Biafra land. This platform where you are watching this program is representing the Biafra Republic of Exile, a platform under the command of our Prime Minister Mazi Ekpa on the Supreme Command of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We will continue to speak the truth, nothing but the truth. If you are a lover of freedom, if you are a lover of the truth, it does not matter your tribe, your religion, your location. You are going to enjoy your stay here and we welcome you. But if you are one of those who doesn't want the truth and you don't want people to get their freedom, you will not enjoy your stay.
Prime Minister, thank you so much, our Obatobie. It is good that you have made it clear, you have laid it bare for the whole world to see. And please, fellow Biafrans and those that are friends of Biafra, journalists in the house, I think my minister is having a challenge of connection. So those of you that are here, I'm going to be bringing you in. You have heard what the Prime Minister has said. Please, I beg of you, bring very relevant questions, relevant concerns. Our Prime Minister has said it here very clear. We are not violent. We are at war. And it is evident, the whole world can see it. Everybody heard Musa saying it on live TV. And every day he has given that proof that we are at war, sending military into our land. So make your questions very direct, and 60 seconds will be permitted for each person. Just reserve the accolade and bring relevant questions, relevant issues concerning the topic our Prime Minister have already, attended to right now. So we are having a lot of people in the room. Raise your hands and I'm going to attend to you by the raising of hands. Please make it very snappy. Mouthpiece of the gods, please grab the mic and bring your questions.
Thank you so much. Good evening, Your Excellency, the Prime Minister of the United States of Biafra. I greet you, Mazi Raphael. I greet you, Mazi Barawa. Please, my Prime Minister, I think you've said it all. But I just want to ask this. You can answer it or not. So I want to ask, why is it that our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a saint, as they are saying now? What is our leader still doing in the DSS dungeon while they do this charade of court case against him? So that's just what I want to ask. Why are they still keeping him there? Thank you, My Excellency.
Thank you very much. That is exactly the question everybody should be asked, because people are so easily carried away. When they hear someone Ekpa, all the pen and the hair in their body will start standing. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is this good, yet he's still there. After many courts have freed him, he's still there. After many courts have freed him, he's still there. But he's still good. It is not about the good of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Let me tell you, while he was a free man, they were still calling him this same name they are calling me today. And because they couldn't stop what he was doing, because I am here to finish it, they decided that, maybe let us see how we can frustrate them. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is good, bring him out. They are still not bringing him out. But you know one thing, God is working somewhere. Because before September, believe me, we will level Nigeria. We are market. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Excellency. There's also this lady who you posted on your page, who enumerated everything that happened, that she knew, and she kind of categorically, said it out that our problem is the politicians who brought this massive criminality and all these evil by the army on us, because we had a peaceful Biafra land, but the politicians brought this on us. So I think maybe if you can also touch on that, please. Thank you.
Yeah, of course, the truth is that the corrupt politicians are responsible for the insecurity you see today. Without them, you will not see any insecurity in Biafra land. That we are fighting against them. And when you listen to that man, because I'm more interested in the man. The woman is a lady, and I don't have any issue with her. But that man that was talking is where I have a problem. Because the man, if you listen to the man, he was explaining, IPOB is fighting to restore their own country, and as if he is not an Igbo man. That if IPOB restore the country today, he's not going to be part of Biafra. So when you see them explaining this thing, they will be explaining, they are looking for their country, that Nnamdi Kanu is leading them to see that they have their international recognition, and so they can have their own self-determination, as if he is an Hausa man. This man is an Igbo man. As if his Biafra come, he will be, ostracized or maybe expelled from Biafra land. That is not going to be part of it. So when you listen to this kind of idiot, it boils, I get, I start boiling for the fact that they can open their mouth, sitting in that shithole country, open their mouth and be spewing rubbish, where every man in Biafra land is very angry. They don't know that, they are putting themselves in danger, because everybody now is angry. People have died, Nigeria have killed enough. And so if Biafra see anybody that is supporting Nigeria to get killed, they're going to eliminate the person. I am telling you the fact. That's where we are now. So nobody is going to continue to enjoy the death of other people and to make yourself excel. Because you want to support Nigeria, you have one position you want to protect. If you do that, do it in secret too. Don't come open and do it again. Because I cross Gokwa Rubicon. People have died, and those people that have died but that were killed by Nigeria state are sons and daughters of people. They are also brothers and sisters of people. And those people that are still alive today, that witnessed the death, gruesome murder by Nigeria terrorist state, they are not happy. So if you think that you can use that to flourish, believe me, you're not going to last long. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Thank you so much. Thank you. Our defender. Please, thank you.
Thank you, man. Peace. Thank you very much. Thank you. And we're going to go forward very quickly. Please ask a very quick question. One question, the 60 seconds, and then we'll bring the next person. Veteran Dragon, please come in with your question very quickly, please.
Please, is my voice coming out?
It's coming out, please. Go ahead.
Yeah, my Prime Minister, I thank you so much for clearing the air and speaking in a very loud voice. And I want to also add that Nigeria, please, we don't want Nigeria. We don't have nothing to do with Nigeria. If you kidnap our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, and you thought we are going to fold our hands, it's not possible. Even if my prime minister said he's not fighting again, I will take it up. So my prime minister, you are doing the right thing. And what we are doing, we are not doing what Nnamdi Kanu was doing. He has his own modus operandi. He's doing it his own way. You kidnap him and you brought us out. You kidnap him because you can. That's why we came out, and we can never go back. It's only either Biafra or Biafra. So let me tell you, Nigerians, take it or leave it. My prime minister is doing the right thing. We are all behind him, and we are going to fight to the last man. Take your military terrorists out of Nigeria, Biafra land. Take your police terrorists out of Biafra land. We have taken up the arms. We can never lower it again. My prime minister, you are doing the right thing. What you are doing has nothing to do with Nnamdi Kanu. It's not the one that asked you to do what you are doing. They kidnap him, and we have to fight for him and fight for Biafra. Even if Nnamdi Kanu said today he's not going to fight for Biafra, we will still fight for Biafra because we need freedom. We want to get out of this shithole country. We want to get out of this terrorist country. We are not part of Nigeria. This place is a killer of people. We don't want it. So please, my prime minister, thank you so much and continue what you are doing. We are all behind you. Already we have over 30 million people supporting you. Thank you so much and God bless you.
Thank you
very much. As a matter of fact, we have crossed 40 million votes. Thank you.
Wow. And Ekpa, over 40 million votes. Wow, wonderful. Biafrans, we are home. Our Prime Minister. Thank you, sir. Okay, who else is there? We give you the microphone very quickly. I can see Sambijo. I think you should grab the mic now. Please bring your question and go straight to the point, please. Unmute yourself, Sir Maijo.
Hey, hello. Thank you so much. Sir Major from America, the United States. I was wondering, in terms of what originally started the conflict, if you can give me a brief understanding of that. And then also when we're talking about numbers, obviously the Nigerian army is really big. Do you have the same amount of numbers that they do in terms of having boots on the ground?
Thank you very much, Sami Aijo. It is not about the numbers. We have over 100,000 men at this point, about 130,000 men cut across Biafra land. But it is not about the numbers. Nigeria military are infiltrated by terrorists who do not have any kind of military training, and they don't understand what is rule of engagement. So we also have our terrain. It is completely different from what Nigeria Army, their experience and what they know about. So the fight going on, or the war going on, the conflict going on in Biafra land is completely different from what they have, what the experience they have had in the past. And we purposely designed the way we fight them this time around, because we know their weaknesses and we know what they can do depending on the kind of, response we're giving to them, in our self-defense. So it is not about the number. They have the equipment, they have the weapon, but if you follow, keenly what has been happening for a few days, or a few weeks, or a few months even, for the past 5 months, you see that for the very first time in the history of Nigeria, the military hierarchy are now crying. And the only reason they are crying is because we are neutralizing them when they come to kill us. The terrain is very difficult, and we dictate how to fight them. They have been trying to make us go into conventional warfare. We don't want to go into conventional warfare. And that's why when they come to our community, they kill innocent women and children. And at the same time, we try to repel them as much as we can. But then, facing the Biafra Liberation Army, we always defeat and repel them. From the air, from the land. So this is what is going on. So it's not about the number, but it's about, tactics. It's about the experience. It's about also the terrain. That is what is going on. Thank you.
Thank you.
Do you have further questions, please? If you have further questions,
no, thank you. That's all.
Opportunity.
Thank you so much. Appreciate the time.
All right. Thank you very much.
And I can see that you are a reporter, and of course, this is where some of you need to come in, because the war that is going on now between Nigeria and Biafra is not reported. And so you journalists, especially those of you in the United States, have a very good role to play. And remember that what we are fighting today is not about ourselves alone. It is about the future of America and the West. What has happened and what is going on is that the terrorists are looking for a safe haven. Not just they are looking for a safe haven, they have actually found a safe haven in northern Nigeria, in the Sahel region. And by the time their target is to take over Biafra land, and that's why when this thing is happening, hundreds of people are getting killed in other parts of Nigeria. The military are not interested in it. They are all interested in Simon Ekpa, because their target is to take over Biafra land, take our natural resources, refine it, make money, and sponsor terrorist attack against America and against the West. That is their target. And I did not say this. The CIA have the information. The military, the United States the defense have this information, that they are looking for a safe haven in Nigeria where they will start looking at attack against the West and America. So it is not just about Biafra. And this is what the West should understand. America should understand this. Today, you see, even though many people are supporting Hamas, the Hamas have found a safe haven in Nigeria. The Hamas leader is in Nigeria negotiating and all that. We are not against those fighting for their freedom. But in the course of your freedom, you shouldn't take the life of innocent women and children. That's what we're against. I'm not against, personally, I'm not against anybody fighting for freedom, but you must not kill innocent women and children like we see on 7th of October in Israel. Today, Nigeria embraced them. So this is the kind of thing that people should understand, that fighting for Biafra and helping Biafra, including creating awareness in the United States and making the United States government understand that Biafra government in exile is the only legitimate government that speak and fight for the interests of Biafra people. In order to stop this terrorist upsurge in the nearest future, you must support Biafra either through your media channel or however you can do it to create awareness in the United States. So we will appreciate, and I appreciate that you come here to listen and ask this particular question. It's very important, because many people do not know what is going on. And you see, the reason I'm having this space today is because of the images you may be seeing on my page. The images of very gruesome images coming is the evidence of the war that they don't want to report about. So when they see it on my page, they call me violent person, they call me criminals and all manner of men. But this is actually happening. We are also losing men. Not that we're not losing, but of course the casualty in our side is very minimal. But they are losing thousands of men every day. That's what is going on. It is unreported because they are scared of reporting it. The only thing you hear is for them to come to the TV station and radio to shout, Simon Ekpa must be repatriated. And nobody is asking question, what is this Simon Ekpa doing? Why is Simon Ekpa so important? Why is this Simon Ekpa so important that the National Assembly of Nigeria is discussing Simon Ekpa? The Chief of Army Staff is discussing Simon Ekpa. The Chief of Defense Staff is discussing Simon Ekpa. Everybody in Nigeria is discussing Simon Ekpa. Why are they discussing Simon Ekpa? Nobody is asking this question. It is because the army Simon Ekpa is commanding is neutralizing them in thousands. Every day they deploy 2,000. You know when they come, you don't know when they go. That's what is going on. And we must tell the world the truth.
So my follow-up question, I did have one, I'm sorry, is what sort of message do you have for the American government, or what sort of direct actions do you anticipate the United States military to do? Is there a call for action? Are you asking for weaponry? Are you asking for funding to fund your war? What message do you have for America, the United States government?
The word I have for America and the United States government is to support Biafra militarily and otherwise. And because they have been there in between 1967 and 1970, when Biafra and Nigeria civil war took place, genocidal war took place, and before the end of the war, America was shifting ground. In the beginning of the war, America was supporting Britain. We know that America and Britain, they have a very special protected interest, so they support each other. But then, this is not about interest this time around. It's about, we must do the right decision to protect the future against terrorism, against a very catastrophic situation that may befall the West and America in the nearest future. So during the war of Biafra, we understand that America was siding Nigeria was on Nigeria's side, and it was as a result of the misinformation that they are trying to bring up to the table at this point. Misinformation in the sense that there was no news report coming from Biafra land. Nobody knew what was going on. Nobody knew except the Britain and the Nigeria government. So there was a blockade of Biafra. But of course, after the war, when we started this Biafra agitation, we begin to see declassified United States document from the Department of State, declassified document which shows that at the point, America was actually shifting and turning its back on Nigeria and coming to the Biafra side. But because Biafra did not have that information, Biafra did not have that privileged information that America was shifting ground. Because the game started changing. So, and Nigeria, who have linked to America and have more information, they begin to push for a ceasefire. And while America was shifting ground to support Biafra, they were pushing for a ceasefire because they know that America already turned their back on Nigeria. And that was why, because of lack of information and misinformation, those fighting for the leaders of Biafra then succumbed because of lack of information. Otherwise, if this war should have been sustained for the next few months, America would have come fully to support Biafra. And today, I don't think anybody who was part of supporting Nigeria back then will be very proud of what they did, because Nigeria has failed. We see where they are going today. They are supporting Islamic State, they are supporting terrorists, they are supporting Taliban. Everything that America is against is what Nigeria is supporting today. And that was what America supported in 1967. So what we are asking is, we are asking for military hardware, military support, and every support America can give. First of all, we need America to understand that this government that has its headquarters in Maryland is the only recognized government that speaks for the interests of Biafra people from the old eastern region of Nigeria. Today, the Nigerian government has tried everything to stop our sit-at-home civil disobedience. The people have rejected them. The people have rejected the government, the state government. The people have rejected the federal government. They have rejected the military. They have rejected everything in Nigeria. And they obey the Biafra government in exile. And that is a referendum on its own. Sir Major, it may interest you today that now the Biafra Republic government in exile is conducting self-referendum. And today we have recorded over 40 million votes. The self-referendum that is going on has 3 stages. In the stage 1, we recorded over 30 million votes. This is the stage 2 ongoing, and we have recorded 10 million plus, which is total of 40 million votes. And the stage 3 will end on November 28. And from November 29, we are organizing Biafra Declaration of the Restoration of Independent State of Biafra Convention in Finland. It's going to be a 5-day event, and we are going to declare Biafra, the Restoration of Independent State of Biafra, on the 2nd of December from the result of this self-referendum, which Biafra people have given us their mandate. That's what we are doing. And Nigeria government in Nigeria election, they have never recorded such vote because Biafrans are not interested in voting in Nigeria election. This is the first, many people have confessed that this is the first time they have ever participated in anything voting in their life. And these people are 50 years, 60 years of age. They have never participated one day in election. But this Biafra referendum, they are participating. And we have recorded 40. So we are looking at even having up to 50, 60 million votes for this self-referendum. So we have written to the United Nations. We have also informed the African Union Court in Banjul the need to recognize this particular self-referendum being conducted by Biafra Republic government in exile. If they fail to do that, after 2nd of December, calamity will befall Nigeria, because we have been killed enough. We have followed every laid down principles and rules to make sure that Nigeria renegotiated again, and they are using guns, the barrels of the guns and bullets to force us into a union where you are going to be butchered, your hand cut off, your head cut off. If you don't believe in what they believe in, we say enough is enough. We were not consulted before Nigeria was amalgamated in 1914. These are problems that is very easy to resolve. So why must you force us to be what we don't want to be? This is 21st century. Civilization is everywhere. We want to live like others. We want to be part of these people that enjoy the free world. So America needs to support Biafra militarily and otherwise. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Pierre. Major, thank you for coming, and I'm very sure you have gotten a lot of updates that you're going to take across to your You know, the people over there and the reports you will give, I'm sure will be very transparent and just as you have heard it on this platform from the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile. Please, my Minister of Communication, are you back? Let me confirm for me if you're back. Mazi Sadi, are you back? Okay.
Yeah, continue watching it. My network is not really good now. Continue.
Okay, fantastic. PM, please do want to give him a co-host so that if he's back, he will be able to handle some things from that end. And I can see someone else from here. If you're a reporter, please just raise your hands. You do us well as we will give you the microphone, just like our brother in the USA just did. We'll give you microphone immediately. You raise your hand. For those whose hands are up here, I'll begin to attend to you. 1 minute, please, as you come up. If I water, please 1 minute. Bring your question to the PM while we wait for others, especially reporters from all over the world. Come up here, or those of you that have been accusing this Prime Minister of one thing or the other, come up here and confront him. He is here for you. Thank you. If I 1 minute, please let it count. If I are you there? Can you unmute yourself or no? If I is struggling, he cannot unmute himself. I am going to give you the microphone now, please. Uchenda Mbadiogu. 1 minute, please. Make it count.
Yeah, good evening, my Prime Minister. Ufosisi Meroya. Ononseru aka. Na who they nakam? If they nakam the zoo the way we say that they cry. Continue knocking them because we are standing gidigban with you. The zoo are crying. They must free us, Biafra. Failing to do that, the zoo will turn to desert. Ononseru aka. Ị na-arụ ọrụ ndị mbụ na ndị egede ziri gị enweghị onye ga-akwụsị gị maka ihe ị na-eme dị n'ọfọ ọ dị n'ọfọ mba ụwa ma dị n'ọfọ.
We don't have so much time, please.
Yeah, I just want to greet my Prime Minister the way the spirit lead it. That is it. I yield my mic.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. Please, we have our forums where we can meet the Prime Minister. Just have it in mind that we are here for a very important discourse, a very important subject. Come up with your question. 1 minute, and please, let's do this. Thank you very much. Chuku Uku, please bring up your question, please. Unmute yourself. Chi Uku.
Yeah. Is that me? I don't know.
Yes, that's you.
Okay.
That's you. Chi
Okay.
Uku. No, not you, Chukuma. Not you, Chukumeze. Please unmute
Okay.
yourself. Chi Uku, please go ahead. Please.
Yeah. Okay. Mazi Raphael. Am I being heard?
Live and direct, please. 1 minute, please.
Okay. Yeah. Good evening, Mazi Simon Ekpa, my dear Prime Minister. I greet you. Okay, we think it up Abuja. That's the name I've been calling you. So quick one. First of all, Musa is in love with this name called Simon, because every press conference they invited him for, he must mention Simon this, Simon that. So I think he's in love with that name, Simon. That's number one. Then second one is about this. Bill Gates GMO food program that Nigerian government have accepted and put into law for them to be distributing everywhere.
Yeah, please, let me interject, please. I don't want anybody to talk about Big Gate here. Okay. Let's just focus on our struggle, please. Thank you.
But I actually said before that we should focus on the topic. Please, if you go outside of the topic, I'm going to mute your mic immediately. Please. Go ahead.
Okay, Maz. That's what I actually wanted to ask, but I greet my Prime Minister. Kudos to everything you are doing. We're behind you.
Thank you.
God be with you.
Thank you. Please, please let every other person take correction from this, please. I beg of you. There's a news station I just brought in here. African Newsletters News. African Newsletters News. Please, can you unmute yourself and bring your question to the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile? Please go ahead. African Newsletters. Are you there? Well, also. Okay, there's a very popular name I see on the Facebook. I think is this same Anambra son that is always okay. This is a different Anambra son. Anyway, there's one particular Anambra son I see on Twitter. This is not you, but just like I have called you, unmute yourself and bring your question. Anambra son. This Anambra son is also not ready. David, Chuku Beze, please grab your mic, please.
Thank you, my honorable Mr. Greetings, my honorable Prime Minister. Thank you for the work you're doing. You are indeed a blessing to us. And I can remember this is the 5th year, the year of finishing the zoo. As you said it, every word you said, just like our leader, has always been like that. So thank you for that. I just want to say to the zoo, I just want them to understand that right from 2014, everything that has to do with that zoo has now become null and void, because the document that holds that zoo, it's over. So right from them, every president, every governor, every so-called illegal senators and representative has all been illegal. They have been forcing us since 2014 to continue to hold that contraption. And also, I want to put it to them that whatever you are doing to our supreme leader, it is called fraud, because the foundation which you people brought in there is illegal, and therefore you cannot try legality on top of illegal acts. So the zoo should get that straight. And now my question to my Prime Minister is, my honorable Prime Minister, why do you think that after everything that has been done to our leader, after all the kangaroo court and everything, the same Supreme Judge that has been illegal right from 2014, because that document expired, is now directing them to negotiate with our leader? Why do you think that? Thank you.
I don't think this question is actually necessary. So, I don't know what exactly. I didn't get the question.
No, what I'm saying is it that the zoo is ashamed to accept defeat because they see that they cannot bring anything against our leader? That is why their own Supreme Judge that is supposed to be trying out case is not directing them to go and negotiate with our leader. Thanks.
Thank you very much. Okay, now I understand it. Actually, that is to show you that the judiciary is dead, right? Judiciary is dead. There is nothing like rule of law in Nigeria. That's why when I listened to the Abaribe or so ranting on the floor that this is a country of rule of law. A rule of law where the court will release somebody and the DSS will refuse to release the person, and or rule of law where the court is now referring somebody to a president. Instead of the president, through the Attorney General, invoking a section of the Nigeria Constitution, according to them, if it exists, to drop the charges, discontinue the charges for national interest. Now it is the court that is referring the case to the presidency. What does that tell you? It tells you there is no judiciary in Nigeria. It tells you there is no legal system in Nigeria. It tells you that everything about law and court is dead. That is what it tells you. Because it should be the other way around, where the president should direct the Attorney General to invoke that particular section and discontinue the charges against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for national interest. But now it is the court that is referring them to the presidency because the judge is afraid of releasing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Thank you. And such system should not be supported by anyone. That is the system that we are fighting against.
Terrorists.
A country where there is no rule of law, a country where judiciary is under the palm of the government, we must always come against them.
Yeah, please, don't be offended. This guy, Jagu, I'm removing your double train. If you have a question you ask, I don't want to block you because you are trying to constitute users here, but I want you to come and ask a question. You, these are for idiot.
No, remove the idiot. He's not a man. He's not a man to ask questions. He shouldn't be here talking when men are talking. These are idiots. These are often men who are from jazz. Thank you.
Thank you, PM. I was removing his post on the jumbo train. I saw the nonsense he wrote. He's a CNN journalist, whatever. I want him to ask a question, but he doesn't have the balls to ask questions.
He's not a journalist. If he's a journalist, he should go to Biafra land and report. So I will take him serious.
Thank you, PM. Thank you, sir. Please, this sound is up. PEU. Please bring your question very quickly, please.
Good evening.
You have 1 minute, please.
Okay. I don't have much question about this. Yeah, the broadcast.
Thank you for listening. Please share this program to all platforms. Share to family and friends. Reach out to anybody can reach out to, so that we can be able to fight this battle to a winning. I appreciate you. Thank you for being part of the program, and stay blessed. Biafra government, peace, progress, unity, and equity. We move. Airborne.